accomplish that. This is apparently was a fist hole. Obviously somebody got a little upset, so we would like to show you how to fix that. What I did here was I cut the hole, a rough cut there, and then I went an inch around the hole and cut the paper and mud and texture off. And what that's going to do is allow for a little bit of pre-fill and backfill and fill of mud, and for the new paper to go in. We do this a lot of times so we don't have to put a backing behind the sheetrock to hold it in there. And what I did here was I cut the sheetrock just a little bit under what the size of the hole is, as you can see. And then on the back side, what I did was I scored it just a little bit under the hole on each side. It looks pretty tight. I try to get it, you know, as tight as possible, but I want to leave a little bit of gap for some mud to go. And I'll show you that in 1 second. So all I did was just mark it there, like this. Put it right up against the hole and marked it. Scored it. Put it up against the side like this. Marked it. Scored it. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to break those. And on this, what I'm going to do is take off just the sheetrock and try to leave the paper on there. This is what they call a California patch. And I'm not sure why they do call it that, but I happened to be in California when I learned this technique. I'm an old sheetrocker texture guy. Okay, now you can see there's the piece of sheetrock, my replacement piece. I'm going to go ahead and try to dry fit it in there. All I'm doing is just putting it right inside, make sure it fits inside that hole. One direction or the other. Let's see, I did it this way, so I'm going to try to get it in that way. I think it fits in there for the most part. Square this corner out a little bit. Okay, now it should fit in there. Like it fits. Okay, cool. Now what I'm going to do is take a little bit of mud. Get all that nice and wet and juicy. Okay, now I'm going to take my little piece, fill, Sorry about the camera, I'm trying to do this one hand. Okay. That's what I was talking about, the backfill, pre-fill, fill. And then what I'm going to do is just stick that right on the hole. As you can see, all of that's got some mud on it. The edge has got some mud on it. I should be able to work that right in that hole there. Just gently push that on there. Mud start working out. Don't want it to go too far in. And we want that mud to hold it in there. This will just be the first coat, of course. Our patches take several coats. If you don't want to do too much sanding, that is. A lot of people's mistakes is they just put too much mud on. And then the patch can look really bad from that point. Of course, working the bubbles outwards. To get your paper to bubble up. Okay, I think I'm going to call that good for the first coat. I want as little on there as possible so I don't have to do any sanding. We're going to have to bring that out quite a bit around to get it to hide. So we don't want much on there. Just enough to get her in there, get her glued down, let it shrink a bit. Hopefully I can just light sand it and or sponge it down. And then I'll put another coat on that. And then depending on this, the second coat covers it and hides it well enough, I'll determine whether I put another coat on or not. More than likely we're going to end up putting 3 coats in and bringing the mud way up and out here, up here, all the way down as far as we can go here. Just to blend it in enough to where it's not noticeable. So that's what they call a California patch. Fist, patch, repair. Don't hit the wall, people. This person was lucky they didn't hit a stud and break their fingers. And then the maintenance guy always has to come back and fix that shit. So don't lose your temper, people. Thanks for watching.